to do a reading here. Personal reading, personal, individual. My deck is in order, so make sure of that. I'm going to go a little bit of depth in here. There may be pauses in between because I'm going to also check and look into my notes that I have for this reading so I can get a more in-depth of what is being told. So hopefully y'all can bear with me. I've been having thoughts, I guess you would call them, to do that I need to do this reading personally, to see what is going on. So we'll call upon the divine, all the spirits, to help with this reading. Give us the answers we need to hear to help with this situation that is going on in this individual's life. Cut the pick here. 1, 2, 3. I have 2 messages that decided they wanted to stick. So we will set these up here and read them at the end and see what those are. I'm going to do this reading a little bit different. I saw a person do a reading this way not too long ago, so let's try it this way. And you see that? It's knocking everything over. Something's in chaos. Something's being thrown around. Everything's exploding. That's way too many. That's me here. Well, we have Star, the Moon, the Sun, 6 and 7 of Pentacles. So money's coming out somewhere. Like 2 more cards, please. Can we get 2 more cards? 2 more cards for this individual. That's what needs to be heard. What needs this individual need to know? What do they need to know for the advice situation that's going on? That one. Okay. Can I get one more, please? One more card, please, for this person, for this situation. It's almost like it's a life situation. That one. Okay. What do we have on the bottom? The 3 of Pentacles. With the 3, or not 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Okay, so let's see here. With the Wands, it's 3 of Wands. Let's go up here. It's saying preparation, planning, expansion. Expansion is force, ability, success, opportunities, honesty. So honesty. It's a fire and Aries, so you may have Aries in your chart. It's like you're looking towards with the Three of Pentacles. You have this one. You're looking at this one. You have one staff in front of you. You have two behind you. So it may be a third party situation, or there may be three individuals that are involved, but you're only looking at this one. That these other two are behind you. Um, with the Three of Wands, it says being out in the world, ready for the next big step. New adventure is on the horizon. Expand. There's more out there for you. This is also one of the travel cards. Boldness, expansion, looking ahead, adventures, a visionary, a quest, leadership, and conquest. So there's more out there for this person. There's more out there for this individual. They're traveling, and that's why I'm saying you're looking at this one, and there's two behind you because there's two different. It's either two different situations or two individuals that are in your past that you're leaving behind, and you're only looking towards this one. That there's more out there for you. You're traveling. Either you're traveling now, or you will be traveling, or you want to travel. So we'll start with this first one here. And the first one that we have here is the Knight of Cups. Cups have to do with our water. You may have water in your sign. It says, express your creativity with compassion, emotion. So you have emotions. Sensitivity. Graceful. Vain. There's also moody. It's water, and with your water, your cups. The cups are feelings, emotion, relationship, love, and connection. That's what your cups have to do with. With the Knight of Cups, with your Knight of Cups, it's a romantic hero guided by their heart. Romantic adventures are on the way. It can symbolize a time when ready to let your heart lead the way. Could be ready to pursue a relationship, or maybe you're taking a chance on doing something you love. Feelings and emotions expressed in your heart. A person who is romantic in nature, gutsy, and sensitive responds deeply to life and beauty, and can get easily affected by other people's moods. Can be someone who has a big imagination, who lacks a personality and lacks the practicality needs to get anything off the ground. Like I was saying, compassion, imaginary, visionary, a knight in shining armor, Prince Charming, a poet or artist, and a dreamer. And that, I'm feeling, is who this person is. They have a big imagination. They have a lot of visions. They are very deep in their emotions. And they try to be guided by their heart, is what I'm being told, is they're guided by their heart. Sometimes their heart leads them in the wrong place. That they're being guided by their heart and not by mind. That they're hearing in their mind that this isn't the right thing to do. They shouldn't do these things. But their heart's telling them go for it. And I think that's one thing that this person might be having a problem with. Next we have the Page of Cups. First we have the Knight of Cups, now we have the Page of Cups. And with the Page of Cups, it's actually in the reverse. The Page of Cups in reverse. It says flatterer, selfish, diversion from the path, native, daydreaming, immature. With the Page of Cups in reverse, it's saying a spoiled brat, a manipulator who uses emotions to get their way. To live in a fantasy world, unable to cope with reality. News that makes you sad, or a relationship that never quite gets off the ground. And I feel like that's what this person has went through. That none of the relationships that they have been in have really gotten off the ground, that they're living in a fantasy world, that everything's going to be perfect. And they're, in a way, unable to cope with reality. And a lot of news that they're getting now is making them sad. That like I said, with the Cups, it's mainly about emotions. Like I said, with Cups, you're looking at feelings, emotions, relationships, love. It's all of that. And that's what I feel like this person is going through. And then after that, we have Strength in the reverse. Weakness, doubt, impatient, pettiness. And this is the fire sign of Leo. With the strength in reverse. It says strength in reverse, weakness, both physically and emotionally. In the physical realm, feeling weak and having low energy. Basically, it is saying it's time to pull back and take a break to recoup, so that you can gather more strength. If the situation is not health related, this would say basically cowardice, or not having the optimism to see things through. Basically, you'll feel one way, and you'll start doing something, and you won't finish um, instead of taking control, you give up. It could symbolize being overcome by your inner demons, basically. So I feel like this person has basically with their emotions and everything that's going on, they're just emotionally drained. That they need to take a break from everything. That they need to recoup and gather their strength to be able to move forward. After that, we have the Page of Swords. It says, take your time to think before you act. Restless, energetic, talkative, eager, curious, and this is an Earth sign. Um, so we have a page here still. We have a Page of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Page of Swords. With our Page of Swords here. Page of Swords says here, important news. A swift change may be on the way. Brace yourself. You must be alert for signs of trouble. Be prepared to defend yourself. And that's what I'm hearing is something's going to be happening that you need to prepare, that you need to rest and gather your strength back up to be prepared for this. You need to be prepared to defend yourself or to solve a problem that's coming. This also could be time when truth clears the air, so you're hearing truth now about things. You can right a wrong. As a person, as this Page of Swords, as a person, they are a champion. They're considered a young person who is bright and mentally aligned, or a messenger who brings challenges. It can also mean a new mental beginning, and that's what I hear needs to start as a new mental beginning. Because with this in the past and what's happened with your emotions, it didn't just mess with your emotions, it messed with your mental stability also. So it is saying a new mental beginning. Basically someone who says what's on their mind. It stands for using your mind, cutting a cord, cutting edges, a new way of thinking. Someone who starts the plot and basically, it could also mean yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they need to grow. It is someone that's still young, or they may not be young, but they act young. And last year, Someone's restless. Nine of Swords. It could have to do with the nursing. They're up at night, sleepless, restless. Worry changes nothing. Decide your next step. Anxiety, hopelessness, worry, captive. Someone's in a lot of anxiety, and they can't sleep at night. They're up, they're worried, they're depressed, they have anxiety. I say with the nine of Swords, it's worry, anxiety, nightmares, losing sleep over a situation. Maybe you've been betrayed or suffered a loss. You're dealing with mental health crisis. Again, I said emotions, mentally. It's like your emotions and your mental state. The suffering is real. The universe is getting personal with you. The Nine of Swords indicates that things that go bump in the night, situations that feel like a nightmare, times when you feel alone. You can't suffer in silence. They have to seek help. Get support that you can see the positive closure. Sometimes this card can indicate hospitalization or rehab. It's mental stress, getting stabbed in the back, insomnia, dark nights, or a hospitalization. And that's what I'm hearing. You're restless at night. All these emotions that you're going through in this mental state is getting to you really bad, and it's taking a toll on you. It's taking a toll on you big time. What was these two that flipped up here? The Six of Swords. You're banding. Move from problems and be mindful what you take. You need to exit, move beyond, solve a problem, take a journey, deeper think, and do the research. The Six of Wands, with the Six of Wands here, it's saying moving on after a loss. That's what you need to do. You need to move on after this loss that happened. Move on from a loss. It may be difficult, but I'm hearing that's the best thing to do is move on. Don't recoil what to leave. Want to leave the old situation, or you're hurting and need time to mourn. It could feel uncertain about what's ahead. Whatever the case may be, you must trust the journey before you. You've learned a lot from past events. The chances ahead will be for your higher good. Do not look back. Dry your tears, gather your loved ones, and begin a new path. Physical travel. It can mean exiting, a time when being forced to leave a situation. And that's what I'm hearing that happen. Because you were forced to live a situation and you felt you were hurting. You're hurting at this time. And you're uncertain of what's ahead. But it's saying you have to trust the journey before you. You've learned a lot from past events. That changes that whatever's coming ahead for you is for your higher good. That you need to begin this new path. It stands for a refugee, sadness, picking up the pieces of your life, travel, a physical move, and that's what I'm hearing you how to do, is a physical move. Change of situations, smooth sailing ahead, and in the picture they're all in the same boat. That you're moving ahead, you need to move ahead from this hurt or this sadness. Basically, you need to pick up the pieces of your life. And after that, we have the Queen of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands here now. With the Queen of Wands, you can always call on nature, on natural confidence, warmth, passion, adaptable, steady force, and independence. So you're independent now. You're not with anyone. You were forced to change situation. You were forced to leave. With the Queen of Wands, we have create clarity in any given situation. Sees through things right down to the facts. Has a clever ability to assist situations or people and turn this to their advantage. Deliver a well-timed, witty response, retort that will quickly shut down any nonsense. Not easily fooled, a time when you're sharp as attack or need to be. Must size up a situation and be ready to take a logical approach. Situations need to be straightforward, no holding back. If this card symbolizes a person, they hold qualities. A no-nonsense, truthful individual who gets to the bottom of things. This card can be someone who has suffered a significant loss. And that's what I'm hearing. And that's what I'm feeling, is you suffered a significant loss. That's why you're having this emotional situation that's going on. That's why your mental state and your emotional state is causing you to stay awake at night and giving you these nightmares, the heartache, the suffering. Now let's see. Let's get this other one here real quick and get a little bit of clarification with these. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see if we can get some clarification for these cards. Can we get some clarification on this situation that's going on? Why is this person feeling the way they are? Why is their emotions such a wreck? I'm kind of feeling that it has to do with the relationship. That's really what I'm hearing is something happened and you're restless, you feel weak, you feel confused. Let's see. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Can we get some message for the Knight of Cups, please? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups here. What is this? A star. So it's saying embrace your creativity with emotions. And it's giving you hope. There's a lot of air here, so there's a lot of talk going on. We have cups, and then we have this is air, right? No, this is fire. Air, fire, earth, and air. And then we have air, and then we have air here. So there is talk going on. There are a lot of emotions and a lot of talk. So these talk that's going on is making these emotions go. With the star, it's hope, faith, healing, cleansing. So with what is it? Romantic sensitivity, graceful, poetic, moody. Express your creativity with emotions. And by expressing your creativity with emotions, it's giving you hope and faith, and it's also healing and cleansing and renewing you, giving you peace and inspiration, happiness. Page of Cups. Knight of Cups. Knight. That was too many. We get one more for the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Why? Why the Knight of Cups? Why is the Knight of Cups here? What's going on with this Knight of Cups? That one. We have the Hangman in reverse. Let's see what it says up here about the Hangman in reverse. It's a water sign, again, with water, emotions. With it in reverse, it's a new perspective. Basically, their hands are tied, left hanging. Forgiveness. Like, letting go of control. Waiting. Hesitation. Suspension. Reverse. No, that's with reverse, it's indicate an inability to find freedom, so you're tied up. That's why what these emotions are doing to you is tying you up. You're unable to find freedom. You're not just getting hung up due to circumstances, but also perhaps having an emotional hang-up, such as holding on to an ex or refusing to move on. Could also be an inability to be yourself, uptight and fearful, unable to let go of anxiety or what others think. Becoming a prisoner of your own thoughts, unable to freely obtain or unable to freely operate in the world, can symbolize a period when you have the ability to land on your feet or get back up on them after a trial. Represents a person who constantly gripes about all they do for others. The guilt-tripping person is an example. Okay. And that's basically how you feel right now. Then we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Why Two of Cups in reverse? Not the Two of Cups. Why did I say Two of Cups? I think it has to do with the two individuals. There's two individuals that this is going on with. Why the Page of Cups in reverse? Can we get why the Page of Cups in reverse, please? That's way too many. What is this? Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, 3, 4. A lot of swords. No, that last one was long. There's a lot of swords and a lot of wands going on. Let's see. Why the Page of Cups in reverse? Is that 3? Let's see. I'll take 3. Wait, 3. Okay. Why the Page of Cups in reverse? Knight of Swords. Big changes. We have an air here again. Talk. We have water and air here. We have another air here. Quick-wit, talkative, impulsive, focused, honest, risk-taker, a hero. So, we had the Page of Swords, now we have the Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords here? Knight of Swords, ready to do battle, nothing stops them. A period when you must take a rise and then forth, even though the odds may seem high. Have to be a warrior, the hero, the sharpshooter, blunt, direct, and fearless. Logic is their weapon, and uses the truth to cut through the crap. Whether you or someone else's words may not be so bluntly golden. Basically, a bull in a china shop, a person who rushes in without knowing the situation and shooting off their mouth. It can also mean a time when you must act fast, ask questions later. Boldness, dramatic, ruthless, and brutal critic. Sarcasm, a challenge, or trying to make a point. And with this Page of Cups in reverse, that's why you're that person. And then we have the Death card. Something's coming to an end. Let's see, what would I say? With the Page of Cups in reverse, they're saying a spoiled brat, a manipulator who uses their emotions to get their way, And that's why this death came. You're living in a fantasy world, you're unable to cope with reality, and news came in that made you sad, or a relationship that never quite got off the ground, and that's why it came to a death. With the death part, it's saying, again, it's another water. So we have air, water, so forth. That doesn't it doesn't mean actually a physical death. And if you ask me, I hear it's more of an emotional and a mental death. But something significant is about to come to an end to clear the way for a new beginning, transformation. Embrace it, move on. Put the past in the past and look to the future. This card you want to see when you're thinking about making a significant life change. It's a call to relinquish the old, the outworn, or the things you've outgrown. Make way for a new beginning. It's basically emotions, the unknown. A call to simplify, cutting out the unnecessary, accepting your fate, a virtual end, transformation, ending cycles and changes. And that's with you being this person, that's what's happening. And then after that we have the world. Success, achievement, travel, another travel, victory, renew, unite, wholeness, a sense of belonging, fulfillment. And that's what this death is going to cause, is to become this successful person, this where everything falls into place. With the world card, it's saying it symbolizes the end again, like the death. It's an end. Here's another ending. A goal has been successfully achieved. Time to celebrate your success. All the work you've been doing has paid off. A ceremony, a celebration before the next level. The chapter closes basically. Take a moment to collect your reward and then get ready. There is a new journey ahead. One cycle closes, another is on the way. The wholeness, a worthy success, an achievement, a closure of one thing. So it looks like you've had more than one death in your life, and not a physical death. It's something that is either a relationship, an emotional, a spiritual. It's some type of death like this that's happened, but it's showing new beginnings. It's coming. You're starting a new chapter. You're becoming a new person. You're becoming the right type of person. And if you find the strength and take time to heal, it seems like that right type of person is going to be coming out here. On the bottom, we have temperance. Maybe you need some type of spiritual guidance. Seek someone, some type of spiritual, whether it be a shaman, a healer, someone that's some type of spirituality, whatever spirituality that you believe in. Maybe you need to seek guidance from that person. Why the strength in reverse? Why did these strength of cards come up? Strength in reverse. 3 again. There's 3, right? 3 again. Again on the bottom, we have Ace of Cups. Emotions, again. On here, the first one that came out was the Fool, and it came out in reverse. Fool in reverse. Negativity, reckless, foolish, stupidity, risk, lack of faith, lack of hope. On here is saying with the Fool in reverse. With the Fool in reverse, it pulls back from logic. Instead of leaping forward with total trust and love, they hesitate. They're fearful, not ready to take the plunge. This says you must look before you leap, or maybe not think that chance, or not even take that chance at all. It can also symbolize it could also symbolize that you're abandoning a situation, or an inability to trust your instincts. While caution and fear are typical interruptions, the other side of this card is reckless behavior. The person who drinks too much and instead of driving home only to get pulled over and thrown in jail. So something that you're doing is causing your own downfall. And that's an air sign again. And then we have 2 waters. We have the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. Abandonment, walking away, travel, letting go, withdrawn, retreat, moving on, disappointment, loneliness, self-discovery, and it feels like that's what's going on with you right now. That's what this strength in reverse caused. The 8 of Cups in reverse. Now, the 8 of Cups is moving on. Whatever you've accomplished, leave that behind and venture off to another direction. A time in your life when you feel that you need something different, or perhaps you're taking a time out to search your soul. Don't look back, look ahead, and trust whatever you are about to do will bring growth. A secret of knowledge, a period of reflection, travel, sometimes a warning to walk away. No matter how good the situation may appear, moving on is sometimes the best thing to do. Letting go, moving to a new home, downsizing, choosing a minimalist life, choosing a minimalist life. Restlessness, ending, and change. Again with the restlessness and changing. And then after that, we have the Seven of Cups. With the Seven of Cups, hesitating decisions, choices, and is uncertainty about which one to make, or the option for real, or are they fantasy? It may be hard to tell, a time when you must choose wisely. That begins things, examining basically by examining each opportunity with great care. Look beneath the surface, what is really being offered. All that glitters may not be gold. It can also indicate daydreaming, wishful thinking, and getting your head stuck in the clouds. There is nothing wrong with fantasizing, but you must watch out that you don't lose track of reality. It's saying decisions, laziness, disorganized, clutter, excesses, creative thinking, and unrealistic people. And that's what this thing is causing you to feel. I'm seeing, like I was saying before, there's a lot of air, a lot of talk, and a lot of emotions going on, because in the first word we have air and water. In the second one we have air and water. And the last one, so far, we have air and two waters. And I still with this Page of Swords. Again, on the bottom, emotions. Why is the Page of Swords here? Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Magician? Really? What was this Page of Swords again? Important news, a sword change may be on the way. Brace yourself, you must be alert to signs of trouble. Be prepared to defend yourself and solve a problem. This could also be a time when truth is clear to the ear. You can right the wrong. A person is a Page of Champions, considering the person is brave. Using their mind guided cord guiding edges and a new way of thinking. And then we have the Magician that has all the tools. And it's air again. They have their skill. And on the bottom we have the Ten of Cups. That has to do with family. They're talented, manifestation, they're magical. See, with the Magician, everything is completing a goal, using all the resources to make something happen. Everything you can need is present. Focus on what you want to create, to have, or be. And know that nothing can stop you. It says you've got this. Go ahead now and make it. If make epic stuff happen. It's up to you. Keep in mind, the magician can indicate trickery in sleight of hand. Is there a mischief afoot? Are you opening fair and square? Or are you operating fair and square? Or looking for a shortcut? This card can advise keeping your eye on the prize and your intelligent thinking in check. Pay attention and watch each other and watch other cards surrounding this one. You will be able to see the magician is on the up and up or up to no good. Other ways of looking at this card is taking action, strength, creativity, approach to matters, and a miracle. And with the Page of Swords, it being moved for the Page of Swords, it's important news. A shift change is on the way. Brace yourself and be alert. This nature want to be paired and so you have the tools to clear the air. Yeah. With the Page we have earth, and with swords we have air. With the magician we have air. You're clearing the air. You have the tools to clear the air, to clear the situation. What else for this Page of Swords? Can we get one more Page of Swords? Can we get one more? That was way too many turns up there. Well, they're wanting to clear the air. That is too many. That's 4 there. Try. I need 2 more, please. 2 more. Again. Ace of Cups. Again. These emotions are... Wow. Can we get 1 or 2 more, please, for this Page of Swords? Page of Swords. Okay, that one came out first. Let's take that. Then, hyphen. Again. Here we go. We have the 3 of Cups. Celebration, friendship, happy times, gathering. A festival, a celebration. There's a 3 here, isn't there? There could be 3 individuals. 3 of Cups. Harvest, abundance, and creativity are all around you. So you have, and it said with this magician to watch what was around it, and we now have this 3 of Cups. That creativity is all around you, indicating friendship and parties. A happy time to spend with people like you and you like. A gathering of like-minded people. A support system that relies around you just when you need it the most. Fantasy's fun. It can also indicate a happy reunion with old pals or loved ones. Fertile ground and fertility rates. Community working together, dancing circles. High spirit. Could could also mean a love triangle or a threesome even. But whatever it's saying, like with this magician and everything, you have the right tools for this situation. And you're going to be having a celebration. And what I was saying again earlier, we'll see what this last one says. Why the Nine of Swords? Can we have these cards? Nine of Swords, what was that? That's too many. Too many there. Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands, and then the Queen of Wands. Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, please. We'll get a message for these. Why is the Nine of Swords here? There's one. There's two. Actually, yeah, there's two. This one came out first. Aries, you may have Aries in your chart. Again, with this. Or was... I had this. This was earlier. Yeah, and this clarification, it came out again. The Three of Wands. There's three individuals. You're leaving two behind, and there's one that you're looking forward to. That's what this was standing for. There was a third, three people. And there's three people in this one. Moving forward, self-confidence, freedom, success, travel, adventure. And I read about this one earlier that it's being out in the world, ready for the next step, a new adventure. Basically expanding. There's more out there for you. There's also one out there for you, and it is a travel card. And then in the reverse, we have the King of Wands. Reverse King of Wands. With your reverse King of Wands, it is saying here, the fire, rude, and that's basically, this is why you're unable to sleep at night, that you're having these nightmares and daydreaming of uncertain things, and in reality you're fantasizing about things that are not logical, forceful, bullying, unreliable, unfaithful, ineffective. On here is saying the King of Wands in reverse. Basically, the energy became stained, unfair to take it, afraid to take a stand, or go the other way, like you're stuck. Foolish, reckless, and arrogant. Pride gets in the way, and you basically fall forward. Fall is falling, is coming forward. It could also be an unwise use of power, or an abuse of power. Someone who bends the rules to serve their ego. A lack of skill and unwillingness to accept responsibility at work. An old flame who refuses to move on. And on the bottom, we have the Two of Cups, a couple, a partnership, and And that's what I'm saying is that's what this is doing. And like I was saying earlier, it has to do with these two certain individuals. For the most part, there's 3 people here, but we have, like I was saying, we have air and water. To clarify this one, we have air, water, and earth. To clarify this one, then we have air, water, water. We have air and water. And then over here, we have fire, fire, and water. So it has to do with fire. Let's see. With your fire, I have some things on here. I guess there's something I need to look at. Do my research on that. Let's get a little bit more. Let's get a couple messages here for this everything about what's going on. Let's see why. Let's clarify and try and get one card for each one of these, and then let's see what happens. Why the star? Can I get one card for the star? I'll take just one card for these, so this don't go too much longer. Why the star? One try to flip over. What is that? It's actually 2 here. Dark side. Your dark side keeps you from enjoying the love you have. Don't let it settle. Steal your joy. Then conquest. Just another notch in the headboard. Or the real deal. Actions speak the loudest. I believe that next one was for the hangman, was taking action. That it's going to speak your loudest by taking action. Let's see here. Why the Knight of Swords? Can we get one for the Knight of Swords, please? So, distant. So far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion inside. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to rekindle this. Why the death card? Why is the death card here? Let me get one for the death card. Death. That one. Okay, reverse needs. If emotional needs aren't being met, it's time to recess. Touch is important too, and it's in reverse. So your emotional needs aren't being mean. Your emotional needs aren't being met. That's what I'm hearing. That whatever these the emotional needs that you need, world, why is the world, these emotions are getting, yeah. Um, are you on for world? Why is world here? World. Not these ones. Not these ones anymore. World. No. Here's something else. World. World. Conflict. Yeah. You are the one reason I can't let go. One regret I can't let go. You're the one regret I can't let go. Wow. Um, can we get one for the world? Okay. That one's left over. I'll take it. I really thought you'd always be there. So that's what you're feeling. So what's this other one? Again, it came out again. You're the regret I can't let go of. So wow. That whole entire deck just flew out of my hand almost, well, half the deck. They're wanting to. Everything's going. Wow. Everything is falling apart right now. And a lot of people are talking. A lot of people are saying things that is making you a emotional wreck. There's a lot of chaos going on. Let's see, what do we have next here? Full in reverse. Full in reverse. Full in reverse. Here we go for the full. By the full. By the full. That one. We have. I thought we had more time, and you were being a fool, and that's why this fool is in reverse. Because you thought you had more time. You're being foolish, or you're being fooled. Then we have the Eight of Cups. My Eight of Cups. That one. I keep stepping towards you, only to pull away. So someone is stepping towards you, but they keep pulling back for some reason. Or you feel like, or you want someone to step towards you, but they're not. I see in this card there's a shadow in the back, like someone's following you, someone's watching you. Why does 7 of Cups? Do we really? I never do that. What are those? Time healed me, but it didn't erase you. I'm afraid to get close and terrified of losing you. So these may be emotions that you're feeling. That was for the 7. Confused. That's why it's confusing to you. You were afraid to lose this person. That's why you were afraid to get close to begin with. that you were terrified of losing, that you did lose it, and you got confused of why you lost it. But it's showing that time healed you, but it didn't erase them. You still know them. You still remember them. Why the magician? Why the magician? You're not for the magician. How do you say that? Give me just a second. Yeah. If fate brought us together, why won't it let us be? And that's what you feel. Wow. They're speaking. They're getting deep here. Why the Three of Cups? Can we get one for the Three of Cups? Three of Cups. We got two. Do you ever think of me too? So you're still thinking of them, and you're wondering if they're thinking of you. In the reverse. I erased every trace of you, except in my mind. So you haven't. You haven't erased in my mind, and you still have them in your mind too. Why did Three of Wands? Three of Wands. Three of Wands. That one in reverse. If there's a next life, I'd tell you how. If there's a next life, I'd tell you how I felt sooner. It was in reverse. So, I tell you, you've already told them how you felt. You told them how you felt a long time ago. I feel like you've known this person for a long time, and you felt them how you felt a long time ago. And they did all this, made you emotional, right? Mentally, emotionally. That kept you up at night. Restlessness. That's the Queen. King of Wands. King. Why is Queen? King. Masculine. King of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. Thank you. Good here. We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. King of Wands in reverse. King of Wands in reverse loses integrity and becomes an unsympathetic type, a bully, a critical, a criminal mastermind, cruel, manipulative, and will use whatever means to achieve a goal. Goal looks like an active abuser. They're both willing to wait. Okay. So one of y'all are wanting to make a move, and with this person being a King of Wands in reverse, being a bully and manipulative, that they're a criminal mastermind. They're waiting for you to make a move so they can do something to you that is not for your greater good. They're waiting for you to make a move so they can make you look like a fool, is what I'm hearing. They're waiting. They're saying we're both waiting on each other to make a first move. So you're waiting on her to make a move for you, so y'all can be together. But at that next time, she's waiting for you to make a move towards her to make you look like a fool. You're waiting for her to make a move towards you because you want to be with her. But she's waiting on you to make a move so she can make you look like a fool. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm getting. And then we have, if love had a weight, would you still carry it? So that's what you feel. You feel the love still. And you're wondering if they would carry this weight. But I'm hearing the only way they would, I mean, I don't think they would in the way you would want them to. I'm hearing they'll tell you that they'll carry the weight to make you look like a fool. And then, last but not least, we have the Two of Cups. Out of everything in the deck, the Two of Cups. Why the Two of Cups? Can we get 1, 2 cards? Why the Two of Cups? Why the Two of Cups out of everything? Why 2 cups? That one. That one. That's the only one. If you ask, I'll stay. And that's what this Two of Cups. I feel like that's what you're wanting. That's what you were wanting in this situation is. If this person asking you to stay, you would. But they're asking you to stay for the wrong reason. They're asking you to stay, or asking you to come back to make you look like a fool. Can I get one more? I want one more for this Two of Cups. I'm here to take one more. Get one more for this Two of Cups. Why the Two of Cups? Can I get one more for Two of Cups, please? And there it is. Filling my mind. Not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. And that's why this Two of Cups was here. The only reason they were in your life was to teach you something. And that has to go back on what one of the cards we were saying earlier about life lessons. Learn from them. Move on from them. And that's what you got to do. You got to take life lessons, learn from them, move on from them, and you're going to be able to move forward and make a better life. You have deaths in your past and everything, but with every death comes a new beginning. And by taking these past lessons that you learn from this person, then you're going to be able to better yourself. And that's what I'm hearing everything. Is take these life lessons, learn from them, and you have something better coming towards you in the future. I'm going to stop with that reading right there. Hopefully everyone will be able to enjoy this. I know no one came on during this live session, but I felt like I needed to do this personal reading here and everything. If anybody does watch this, please make sure and like, share, and subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll be able to see when I come on live and everything. I have got quite a few new decks and everything, and this was just one, or these two were actually just a couple of them that I had that I got in. So hopefully next time I come on, I'll be able to do a reading for you all, or if I have to, I'll just do a reading for the collective like I done tonight. But I always thank you all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day.